I mean, shall see and free Bayern ne Sporting Lisbon. A game back straight away me expect Bayern say Ombe winning against Sporting Lisbon. Bayern shall see ya until so mukoshia Arsenal stop yom. Sporting Lisbon ain't fair badly at all with UEFA Champions League. A only Napoli and a team Sporting Lisbon for. And Bayern phone him say so mbet me rem to the final 8 and I was so mutimishate my friends at Sporting Lisbon. And as Sporting Lisbon for him say so mutimi kopie mo Allianz Arena ekunya even a drone pokra na ebebo mo chances so metima qualify. By kin at the current maker say a win for Bayern no a one Bayern for momodimbo e wo fie. When him said this season ewo Allianz Arena eba Bundesliga eba UEFA Champions League obi eni ho awakọ Bayern fie mpokra akọ even a draw. Matches are Bayern na both throughout the season ewo Allianz Arena no Bayern every ni nyina. Teams intimi nko ho mpokra nko draw. And based on air Bayern and who ding with no, and almost advantage ni say me expect some be winning. Let's not forget say on my last 36 home matches, ever UEFA Champions League group stage and also league phase no, lose game. And based on superiority with no, and my Bayern big advantage against Sporting Lisbon. There is always the first time, but I believe Bayern for who ding with no, and that huge advantage. Sporting Lisbon for bomb who ding, born na yefe. I had been so bit my show, but in terms of individual and collective play, Bayern for no was through. Chemic air distribution, no, Obabenya Pavlovich, Obe Konete, Sergina Brine, Michael Olis, BM na Hurricane, Edintinane Mawa. I believe a game by Quakin. Our Allianz Arena, Meko win. Eddie Amati, my friend, is Bayern ahead of a Sporting Lisbon. Uko PM our Begama. Atlanta et nefi omune Chelsea. Atlanta phone him say, so we need a game we are. A position omuye because omu 10 points. Our UEFA Champions League phase no. And it's Atlanta for to Chelsea or 13 points. Chelsea for him clearly say ombetima qualify akoka the last 8 and answer the first 8 no one. Se oko Begamo ene. No konya good results are and my Chelsea chances in our slow. And a two teams are ken omunshi omuda. Eba European competition we by your first time and we need here ubia. But dear bakwa can this season who kakrani game bakwa Atlanta foreign backs ni ebe very important game nim. O you omu free wa omu midfield no omu combining your mienu and they dominated the midfield the Edmund Atlanta. Omu combining the patient build up and a quick transition. And 4 players omu Atlanta mfimfini no emu mienu ewo deep. Ederson and a Brent fence Pasalic ewo mfimfini ho. Sa 2 players ni bo deep. Omu ne besha asiye use the patient build up no. Omu ni mhope no Adimola Lukman and a Charles Di Katari. Sa 2 players no so and be use quick transition no. And it's a uko Atlanta. The first thing I be notice here say on person dominate 2 wing so no man make sure so ma combine a quick transition and a patient build up using 4 players no. So say Chelsea person almost stop Atlanta na. Idea was say Chelsea here say either say Enzo Maresca. Eberman the wingers no pin the wing backs of Atlanta. And now say Ombe drop it no man Chelsea fullbacks in the defensive cover. Netimia limited Atlanta for say omun dominate a Chelsea our wing so. And the good news here say Jebun Kaisedo e game we mu. Because can uko see Atlanta. Omo midfield no very solid to the sense say when ya combative and physical midfielders are home. So Caicedo ne Enzo Fernandez combination being here at the Chelsea. Chelsea team stop your move fin. Chelsea team stop your wingers no. Our the wide area now. Chelsea our big chance say oba kunya good results and game back kwa meko double chance at the Chelsea against Atlanta. Double chance Chelsea Atlanta. Then Barcelona and Frankfurt. Baby a Barcelona da ewo UEFA Champions League table ni so no enye the best for every Barcelona fan. Currently omo da 18th ewo UEFA Champions League table ni so. Barcelona 5 games so mabono wetimi win 2, a draw 1, lose 2. Enye the best for Barcelona. If Barcelona person omo progress to the next stage playing against Frankfurt can only any excuse than to win against Frankfurt. Bobukuno. So the first thing I'm expecting between Barcelona and Frankfurt here say, Barcelona was a winning game way. Now the Barcelona got to position on betima qualify to the next stage of the competition. Say over Frankfurt again. Frankfurt Bobokone will say no. Definitely playing against Barcelona. We're going to 3 back. Now we're using 2 wing backs no. We're about 4 midfielders. Now we're about 1 top. And to time we are Frankfurt. And you isolated a striker. no nko aginanim ho and ade omu focus kese pa no rapid transition team bi a we share Frankfurt this season throughout the season ni nyina no omu use rapid transition but omu pese time bia no omu you dealing with short passes normal attacking from the wings and the ability to create and score was through Frankfurt na Barcelona be show omu no ken the entire season being domestic competition European competition only 2 games per and omu ntimi nhegu Napoli and Bayern omu game bi oma hye bia no oma bo bia ne se obelusu game mpokra na either say obehye go and in terms of chance creation and goal scoring no Frankfurt for a yard there and Barcelona kwa koshia team a omunim goal hye and omutimi create so the only thing for Barcelona na say Barcelona without the ball how we make to stop Frankfurt no and e be ma adwuma ni nyina ye fu e de ama Barcelona how our Barcelona defensive work ni be ye adwuma omo balance e we kire omo defensive structure Barcelona lose ball how quickly ombetimi aye Frankfurt for etimi asage ball no very important se Barcelona etimi defend very well and one adwuma Barcelona for na wie because Frankfurt dey ken defensively omo ye poor omo concede a lot of goals and the kwanya Barcelona for befa so agere ball no e free Frankfurt no good because in terms of attack we Frankfurt are untimi control better than Barcelona unim pass in Barcelona and adie ba ko a eboa Barcelona no the current state of Barcelona positional flexibility no omo use positional flexibility no eboa Barcelona enti den so obetima predict Barcelona bobuko no ene Barca sia kan a untimi predict Lamine Yamal Lewandowski Ferran Torres Rafinha Rashford no enti sa positional flexibility no menya with the final third Emma Barcelona big advantage a straight win for Barcelona ahead of Frankfurt Inter and Liverpool 2 clubs we won 9 UEFA Champions League title Liverpool with 6 Inter with 3 a chere omo brand new omo level e wo UEFA Champions League by Ken me here statistics me here numbers obi bi o hwe football say anim say Inter modern ball was say Liverpool ehun here say was me statistics e be prove bibia currently the Liverpool state enye the best enti ma Inter Milan slight advantage e wo game we mu and ken unim say Inter Milan omo last 18 games e wo UEFA Champions League go fie on lusu ye enti currently uko Giuseppe Meazza sa ukoshia Inter mo adwen by unim ade baako team baako o timi Inter Milan wo fie panso ye Liverpool okay 3 times o mako Giuseppe Meazza bia no omo mako wini mienu alusu baako pe by this current Inter Milan team difference kakra wom as compared to Simone Inzaghi de no say under Christian Kivu kenonim de o yusu front foot style football say ka se coach be use front foot style a team omo very aggressive and omo use proactive approach na both technical and tactical and the end last season who ko share Inter Milan o jai ball no de ma osebo omo use reactive approach last season banda Christian Kivu omo use proactive omo timi dominate play e dictate and who ko share ma bring backs ni very important omo join attack no Carlos Augusto and Dimarco ombeko menim midfielders no Zielinski Nicolo Barella and Abrante France Chanoglu no and last season na no mu use patient build up no say omo quick in terms of build up and a front two no Turam and Abrante France Martinez almost so nyama freedom and lances to operate this season Kwacheke Liverpool goes omo consider omo ko share team omo front line nyama freedom and lances to operator omo cause a lot of problems for Liverpool. Wow. And it's a slot any Liverpool bet me win game we akonya good results and was almost use reactive approach team will use proactive approach who bet me counter no use reactive approach and reactive approach no how are Liverpool for be reacting to the Inter Milan for be ne on paper Inter Milan for no look favorite so Liverpool for now running anya adwumaden na can this season Inter Milan for ball no more especially e wo fie no on bet me ha Liverpool team so on paper slim advantage in Tabela.
Slim advantage in Tabela. Edolson.
Okay, came with us. Aye, now, I will see. I will do call no fin. Mami chani ye pa na ye monko mokakra. Ken, mami stories bakum you na me be Champions League ne kakra. Anopa me monitor nkoma na wudi na. Asamba kwa mere ho ye paye nsamo Nicolas Pepe akwa kadiafa Ronaldo ho no me feel say eye nkomo a ahye me pa because this is Nicolas Pepe. 2 days ago, Yenina ye tuntum yenina ye defending Nicolas Pepe. Say okoka asem bi tia Morocco fo. Ama Morocco fo ni bi sebi. Ede ne kala edidi na tam. Ama nde kra me no ka Spanish La Liga for nyina na say we are all against racism. Because Nicolas Pepe no omu di na tam to the extent say sebi. Almost a girl now ne wo ho no fani bi. Sebi ono oyi mpenyimfo movie ye bia. Nti wasete mu saa mo bia hwe no TV so a ono na wo date no. How me nyina ba be defend only for you to go on a podcaster. Ebusan for mo amonti Nicolas Pepe eye Ivory Coast ni. Ono kra na afko no man frɛ no nansen yan. Coach ni yine frem. Nicolas Pepe e na Arsenal for kwoto no amobɔ kan. Nicolas Pepe no mu bisa na Messi ene Ronaldo ene so no de o support Messi. Na enye statistics na yede bobo. Say eye statistics di anke be kan asam foforo na ball ne body eye Messi na oye number 1. Na ball no kra no Messi no yenyan se de compare Ronaldo na name akra won primer sa time no eno na ebitimi dia match like Ronaldo enye Messi kra yenfa Messi ento baby no problem. And a question any bisa ne say na we are where say Ronaldo enche obe hit 1,000 goals ana. And then the class Pepe say munya 1,000 goals be. Also Ronaldo no o said that call Saudi Arabia say okobobo penalties asha ma reach 1,000 goals. Just say Ronaldo no 1,000 goals na no person reach inti oko Saudi Arabia. Also oko Saudi Arabia Ronaldo abobe 200 penalties. Ni nyina ne say Ronaldo no penalties in kwano person odi go na odi ni munyam. This is the statement of Nicolas Pepe. Now, the reason why I say I am not happy is say, Sabi, obia on your opinion. You can like Messi, you can say you like Ronaldo. Obia and because I am not sure say in command medi. Ebetinya sesa obi adwen, the ope Messi, ebetinya sesa na adwen, amana ko supporting Ronaldo. Ene the ope Ronaldo no, enye the obeka na obesesa na adwen akope Messi. These are entrenched positions. But my problem has always been say, the fact that you love Messi does not mean you should disrespect Ronaldo. Sasa line what that dia. Then obeman kofwe bie umu akansam. Nicolas Pepe epe Messi esiwa. Nicolas Pepe ebe the reasons why Messi ni bobo chen Ronaldo esiwa. But don't go and disrespect Ronaldo. So Ronaldo penalties in Kwana just say.
What's the football? Football and statistics.
Na
football or bubble.
Born into a chess Jonim entry and onim bobana. I just want to ask Jonim entry and onim born bana because a cast will be a good footballer. There are lots of attributes. Dribbling is not the only standard.
Utie ne nsem na wakaina baby a wan fa bu kran sama Ronaldo esa penalties ya onenam Saudi Arabia bobo penalties nko a Eden Hazard make a similar statement between the two me no ya adwen say omamienu no obia wo the support no and I said obia nim the o feel is on there ade enti in case wa when say we are better because of when we
no problem
but the wa achieve no ukona usan ko kan the wa achieve
disrespected the achievement. Ronaldo is one guy, he's always under people's criticism. Some of them are highly unfair. Ronaldo ko jina free kick echi na oba hey wasan ono krombo free kick da me no can say Ken debia me catch Ronaldo in the Champions League and Champions League game. I mean for Champions League in your example. Champions League, you know. Ronaldo has had 12 Champions League free kicks.
Champions
League 12 Champions League free kicks. Messi, the free kicks are what do I share our Champions League by 5. You can check. Champions League yeah win. They are both free kicks. Ronaldo 12, Messi was 5. And so Ronaldo ko both free kick. People disrespect him. Share. Na me kind the number of penalties that Ronaldo echo Saudi Arabia winya. Ken, winya 32 penalties. 32 penalties now Ronaldo inya no. Washemu 29. Neje say wasay miensa. Also call Saudi no so far for El Nassr washe 110. Inti yenye simple calculation. 110 no. Now what's 29 edi film nature say open play ankasa washe 81 goals. And a penalty 29. Inti it is not true say he's scoring more penalty goals at Saudi Arabia. In any case, 81 open play goals, 29 penalties. Ronaldo ne career, the entire career from Kren to Kran as of today, 954 goals now. Penalty woman 180.
180
yeah.
penalties.
180 penalties. Not just open play 774.
Any open play
exactly
774. 774.
And 180 penalties.
That's a 180 penalties. You create 2 hazard more career goals or machine. Yes, Tamonej have money. So more 150, 160, 170. That's a 180 penalties. There's also power.
Oh, and also, in any case, let me give you.
That's about 200 and something.
About 215 penalties.
215 penalties.
215 penalties.
Yeah, so was 44.
Yeah, and was 215.
215.
Yeah, exactly.
Was 35.
Yeah.
Around 35 for now.
45.
45. Okay.
And you're kind of saying, I think so. Was 180. Yeah, and about 215 if I'm right. And Messi bought 144 penalties. Yeah. And then Messi has 112. Into Messi penalty goes to cry 112 penalties.
No, Ronaldo did 180. But 112 and 180. I'm going to share penalties.
Oh no, penalties in the Obiashibi, but come any day. But let's move on. Let's move on. I think say sad disrespect, it is too much. Can me pacho. Obieni wa nini abre e wo wiase e chen Mariska ne. Mariska, the last 3 games, about draw to Arsenal, Olusu to Leeds United, and then now no DC against Bournemouth.
Or share Barca we on winning match.
Winning game. Inti nini abre pa o, minye sure say game way o deko diagro. Nimom me the biggest Mariska problem and with the Chelsea sporting directors in terms of say man pressure say on show. The biggest Mariska problem is the Chelsea fan base. Because me who say omo story biaba say Mariska rotations in top 5 European league no on the rotations pa. Inti omotwa assembly di ato ti nyame adom ye hu line up ne nya sa traditional line up no a omkwa akoso esi Mariska so say yanka Mariska the problem the Chelsea fan base show ken teams na a call club World Cup e call omonim no Chelsea any PSG me no ka say kwa check here start season how many injuries na PSG for enya Dizaidoe, Dembele, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes. Me what? Injuries left, right, center. Among 4 sorry so moko pre-season. Liverpool ko Hong Kong. Manchester United ko Norway kakra ko Scotland or we no ko US. Arsenal ko Singapore. Eko omu nyina chinchin no bisa unse Chelsea oko pre-season wa hin. Teams na year pre-season no. It's say Chelsea called the new club World Cup. Chelsea answered that in your pre-season. No. Inti common more dear with the context account. Chelsea, one quiet pre-season. No. No be bought 2 games be was Stamford Bridge. And on the Friday and Saturday been a boss how much is the free go. And the following day or Saturday league. Inti one the competitors na a proper pre-season. Chelsea did not do that. Into last season anymore.
Now, Kasi, you are going by the traditional 11 every single week. Master, and by this time, you can say, commanded injuries no crown Chelsea, the times 2. But what did I tell you? Inti teams na call when you club World Cup no. Say bear for 2 months there. Luis Enrique or rotating the squad na sa because one year sa injuries no be breaking team na down. Mariska so bet na press conference asia. On transam ni mu ye nche ne fan base no. Into my target na say ope rotation dodo enya na form so. Enye 3 weeks yana na say obno nka se be bie na no ka say dentia eya na Oreste Enzo Oreste Rich James Arrestle for Fana because of medical reasons. The medical team ni say eya on rotate to because to me more 3 games and twice one. Enka supporters no mu ni mu. Inti ukọ na unsa Rich James bench coach ni 2 no and wa drop you. Me no ka say enra doctors for now say informing and say for the meantime, Cole Palmer cannot be playing 2-3 games on a trot. And also so just say on manage road Cole Palmer situation. On my one team be mo or chinebi yakofa Chelsea lineup. Nasa oniwa hey or you 2-0. And they be our son a lineup. No matter first statistics be the abase and he's the first coach or a lot of rotation. The rotation it is not his fault. There are a bunch of Chelsea players medically. They've informed him say those players cannot play so many games on the trot. Mokrano, as a same who say, coach, with him your manager James, James, it's him about 1 full year without injury. Let's just say your coach on him how to manage situations. It's a Chelsea situation, you know. Until say physically, boys didn't have your faith, you know. Rotations in a day, so it is not the fault of the coach. Malo goes to tie. Malo, Enzo Fernandez. Enzo say, "Enya na no ya. You call international break." Then they see on Argentina international break one Kobe. Na Nicolas because Enzo had been nursing knee injury since the club World Cup. No money. Enya na no ya call. You call international break. And a boy Nankasa Beka say, "Oh, you sa." International break ni dey treating one. Enka coach no rest no coach ni 2-0 but na boy ni we pra. Inti Enzo, Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, James they are all nursing injuries. Chame 1 minute. Hwe Carragher no. O yusu players no and no dey remain relevant. Nipa bakofo. Wutimi etata Ronaldo and na won kasa. I'm a nano, Ujina ho Ronaldo Sano, Echo Bam, Gary Neville, and Roy King. Tio, what are you Ronaldo? Nipa bako for Messi on Pekasa. What's me? Did Messi at Tom Sama Messi down with your tester or says we are donkey. Messi, so we do a temper Messi and tensi. Emma Messi say, Nsa. Nipa bako for what Tata Jose Mourinho crowd down with your car say. They didn't kind. O ye 1,000 defenders have a bobo yasa o Carragher onka. Ana Mourinho cross had about one bufu ni say. And now no Carragher to TV so church the entire and how to win the Premier League. And Mourinho say how? Wo champ Premier League no won GB da. Into obia won Premier League that day. How are you able to explain and teach clubs how to win the Premier League? Inti nipa baako for no. It seems like player Biana Nipadom at Penasampano. He goes at that player. Because Tio say Salam Kwa dia. Ebiana Kankomone Bessasa. Esi Messi. Esi Ronaldo. Esi Jose Mourinho. Salah.
One person.
Andrew line.
Biggie.
Ken Liverpool Inter Milan game no. One game and can be expected say Liverpool beat me akwa ye bibi. Now when you good results be a game anymore. But it looks very difficult. Extremely difficult for Liverpool. So be akwa young century and when your results be a so favorable. I've seen Liverpool and know what problems before playing Real Madrid. Now I think the Liverpool so beat me a winning game crampo. But in spite of those problems, Liverpool gathered the bits and pieces eventually. Oshia Real Madrid, na Liverpool share Real Madrid bobokono. And you say, from that game, and at that time, the conditions and situations are not Liverpool woman, and yet that's different from CCI Kasai. And clearly, one can be confident that Liverpool betimia kwa good results at the free bibia betimiasi. But one thing I've learned about life and it's a divided home doesn't win battles. Liverpool, there are problems. It goes beyond just football on the field of play. And it makes it extremely difficult. So players never back together, normal supporting coach, and that is the only thing ever they win. And that's a good performance at the Abba. The Mohamed Salah situation, Salah is part of the team. But Liverpool coach should know, sir, especially the big players, are almost supporting Mohamed Salah deep within. Now, how the story be braying. And Liverpool captain Van Dijk, essay. On any deal with Liverpool and it's Mohamed Salah Gina Park, this one you Musiakai. And clearly. So Salah knew more. It means to say the defensive man of Liverpool, the captain, will playing body and you're happy. It can go against Liverpool. The defense we are talking about in the Champions League. So far, matches are Liverpool about watch 10 goals. 10 goals now Liverpool are sharing. We are conceding Marco 8 from 5 matches in the Champions League. If you hear Liverpool team like it almost say the defensive unit of Liverpool is porous, is bad. What the Kwakwa and Inter Milan side are problems at the start of the season. Now what Inter Milan facing in solved. The Liverpool problem. Almost say division near the other team at the start of the season. Na Christian Kivu FACB with Inter Milan, but that problem is solved. Don't bounce back. The last game they played against Como, it was one of the games and any part of the few say by a dang pa. Eddie Ama Inter Milan, but Inter Milan chi Como no Opio Muguncha 4 goals to 0. Como and Timiana Bako Crampante. It's the kind of confidence Inter Milan and Ranti Nikita. Omreba Babe game we mono. I was wrong. Aside that, the Liverpool attack has been extremely poor. Very, very poor. Attack didn't functional to say the previous seasons. Salah ni honomono. Almost stepping in normal body man Liverpool. No, do they get the goals? Debbie. Say who go ketike. Onumpon high Liverpool best player this season. Ewa ni mu honom. Isaac and Koye. And yaman famano. Florent Vets and yaman famano. It's clearly attack necessary dangerous nepe goals at the moment a problem. And Kwakwa and Inter Milan defense are solid. We ask now few more Champions League this season. The best defensive team and another defensive unit the Inter Milan defense. Goals are almost 12. And I'm consider just 3. I'm gonna consider the fewest number of goals after us now. It's clearly a side on defense and you're solid. Never a danger Liverpool attack. Now looking at the performance, I want to more dynasty. In Finfin they are going to face problems. Finfin Honum. Sobos like Honoma, fine a bebois. But then again, coming against midfielders like Nicolo Barella, Herikim Kitarian, the kind of quality I want to more dynasty. Hakancha Hanoglu, our distribution you on Finfi or the Inter Milan Bobokono clearly makes it extremely difficult. Liverpool Chile Honomono, the wide place, our mobile defender, the laterals, Conor Bradley. And whoever gets the opportunity to play at the left back position, our problem. Because the people you are going to defend against, Augusto and then DiMarco. I'm going to be running on that flank. No matter Jumano, I'm going to create a free flank on the Abam Finfin. The attack of the Inter Milan team in the 5 matches they have played, on performance, and it was show 2 strikers in the middle. It was 6 goals in the Champions League this season. Lautaro Martinez has 4. And the Inter Milan was Champions League. And then the partner, I only boy anymore near my con and so the Momo. Turam, and so 2 goals in the Champions League this season. And this attack has been dangerous. Numbers now about Champions League no so be. But the kind of partnership on my forming, Liverpool in Nibi Rome team anymore. And me said, looking at the performance of the Inter Milan team, how solid they have been defensively, and then the poor attack of the Liverpool team. But aside that, I feel that Inter Milan has the quality and the team to be able to beat Liverpool and then Bibia betimi esi wo bomu, but I'll go for Inter Milan on any day. Possibly a 2-1 win. Margin in also be brave. But I had they had the 3 maximum points there. I see Inter Milan picking it. Ken, Chelsea, it's on a redemption. Since Chelsea played Barcelona and won, Chelsea matches are on winning match. So what Barca now share?
Say Barca now dey. Some Madrid so since some share Barca, some nso omo dede.
Yeah, two teams no mo share Barcelona ni nyina.
Madrid count, Chelsea count.
And Chelsea be person be pass ade and dey free honom. Say Ivan Juric na Chelsea kwa koshia na nka me rest assured say Chelsea betimi anya bibia free game ni mo. Paladino ba no. Performance ni extraordinary, that's for a fact. But at least we have 5 matches. 5 matches na wa bono. Emu miensa wa win and we lose 2. That record enso so enya de bia ehu on share 5 ni nyina. But the last game he played in the Champions League, ultimately 2 coin free Italy or Germany. Ekwa share Frankfurt 3-0. That is going to give him some sort of confidence. So you know what? Obetimi anya bibi the free game against Chelsea, especially when over the second Champions League game in charge of Atlanta na Otenefi at the Jawi Stadium no about Chelsea bo boko no. Chelsea also her performance on my dine dinner and saying no. One of the reasons are omu games on my bon and say na enkoyi the absence of Caicedo. This time around they are getting him. E won fin honum. Come be fa so ayo build up. The player is there to help. In the previous games, not only honum and team 50 honum no. How mobile build up near the na problem the match Chelsea bo boko no. And it's a Chelsea nyana back in their fold. So baba be jinem no wasi kind dia more. Ken me jidi say you step in the right direction ebe bo Chelsea. Adia ba kwa me expect it. And it's a player friend is William Esteban will start game in the match Chelsea. In the last 3 matches.
And 5.
Our bono enye. But this season ono na Chelsea top scorer of Champions League. Washa 3 goals. Our Champions League winner, the Chelsea. I don't know. It's goals in a shared across a midfielders, no, because attackers didn't mean that goals, no, and for match Chelsea Boko. And what you can't record back, what goal or bay. There's also another record. Teenager, watch 3 Champions League goals in a single season, and Yama an English club. Only when running as is here, bosso. It's Onyabakwa. Ono na ba a teenager when you the most Champions League goals in a single season at Yama an English club. And me feel that record alone at that no should be a form of motivation for the player, coupled with being Chelsea's top scorer this season in the Champions League. As I said, Yama Timmy Pushia Brand, no Timmy Juma. The 3-back system of Atlanta is difficult because Mantiemi and Sana boy actually honomo and easy. Isaac Hien, Jim City, and Afe Olodion. Definitely it is going to be difficult. But looking at the quality at Chelsea war, and the crime will be person will be breaking that kind of gene. Champions League now share Barcelona and a league unshabium. And they say untimin league now. This is the right time to gather the momentum, win again in the Champions League, then you have confidence for both the subsequent matches. And we feel say Nema Beko and the match Chelsea Boko and
early kickoff.
Yes.
Okay. I
see Chelsea winning on the 3 maximum points.
I say almost here say Ghana for Ghana. You say you have a World Cup and you say Kamadin Beshego.
So bet me Chelsea are winning. Possibly a 2-1 win there. And you're back.
Players are Ghana and there's a support for Mana.
Oh, supporting the moment. It is a Kamadin your goal in Chelsea winning.
As Atalanta, a winning game. Nabia and Father Kamadin about winning goal. Atlanta winning game and remember. And
only the excitement about more. But me who Atlanta say watch it. Bayern Munich, the end it should be a cool job for Bayern Munich.
Okay.
They had a very good run to some Babishia Arsenal. And after that, Sporting Lisbon, so 3 key players available. Giovanni Quenda, Trencao, Omunye injured. Clearly, it will be a game for Bayern Munich. I mean, especially Lennart Carr, 17-year-old player, no, Ken, Obesan another goal and he's less talked about. Ebia Omo Premier League, Omo La Liga but he's playing very well. I see Bayern Munich winning too.
Let us say, I know a big Messi. I also see about Mame and for win to Ghana members. I'm more brain for